Hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel. This week I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be doing a paint in real time with this watercolor box that I got from Mossery. So I have my water set up in this fancy glass to make it look a little bit better for YouTube. And here's my box, so let's unpack everything and get started with the video. Okay, so here is everything that I need, and this is the palette that I haven't set up yet. You're meant to pour some of the paints into these little things and then let them dry. I will be doing that soon, probably tomorrow. If you want a really good video about how to do that, Jess Karp has one on her channel. I just love her videos and I wish mine were that good, but I'm trying. So yeah, today I'll just be using the colors from the tubes and using this as a mixing palette. And here is the workbook that I have already started because I wanted to experiment a little bit before I did this video. So as you can see, I have painted some color swatches and then I did the mixing of the colors as well. And I think it's very important to do these things because you figure out how to work with the paints if you're not familiar with them, how to mix colors and how to kind of control what you want out of this medium. Even though watercolors are a little bit difficult to control, but I think that's the appeal of it. So yeah, this is the first page that I did and I took my time doing this. I know it's not very neat, but I am a beginner. So yeah, it took me about an hour to do 3 rows of these. So yeah, take your time, be patient. You do need a lot of patience with watercolor because you need to let it dry as well before you start different layers. But today we're just going to be doing some color mixing and transparency. This is the little workbook that goes along with it, and as you can see, that is the first page that I did, and today we'll be doing this experimenting with colors page. So let's begin. Okay, so we're gonna start with W013, which is this color. And I'm gonna take the bigger brush to work with today. And so what you wanna do with these is you wanna take this color and paint it here, and then we'll be mixing it with W093, which is over here, as you can see, and then we'll meet in the middle kind of thing. So let's start this. It might not seem very interesting, but it is definitely worth doing. So here is the color. Add a bit of water to it to activate it, or you can make it a little thicker if you want to. There we go. So we're just gonna paint these little squares, and I'm trying to do it as neatly as I can. So trying to stay within these lines. And there you can see the watercolor. I do really enjoy this kit that I bought. I think it's very useful and the price is actually really reasonable for the amount of art supplies that you get If you want to see my unboxing video, it is on my channel. Alright, so here we have the first square. And then I'm just going to clean my brush and then take this color and paint it over here. So this is W093, which is like a blue. There we go. Very nice. And I always clean my palette after I use it because I don't like having the messy paint everywhere. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that once I put the watercolors in the pans, but yeah, I like to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm just painting these little squares, and at first it can be a little difficult to control the brush, but like I said, it's very good to practice these things so that when you do paint pictures of stuff with these watercolors, you know how to like use the brush and the colors and stuff like that. And here we go, almost done with this blue part. And you can see like some of this square is darker than the other parts, which is something you teach yourself as you do this watercolor stuff. So alright, let's do the first mixed color. So I'm going to start with the pink and then add a little bit of blue into it. Okay, there's the pink. Then here's the blue, and I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of blue so that there's more pink than blue, and as you can see, it's like a nice purple color. Alright, let's see how that turned out. And if it's not like perfect exactly like the paper, it doesn't matter. So there we go, a bit more blue in this one. And if you go over the lines, it's fine. You know, you're just practicing. There are ways to fix that, but we'll discuss that in another video. So here we go. This is the purple that I made with the two colors. I think it looks really nice actually. I like that color. Alright, let's move on to the next color. So I'm going to take some pink. And this time I'm going to add a little bit more blue so that it's a little darker. So as you go like this way, you want to add more blue to the pink. There we go. Well, maybe that's too much blue. I'm going to have to add some more pink. So yeah, just experiment and like see what happens to get the right color that you want. There we go, that looks pretty good. Alright, so here's the next color. You can see it's slightly darker than the one we made previously. I really like this one too, that's nice. I love how this book teaches you step by step what to do, because if I was doing this by myself, I would have no idea what I was doing. So there we go, that's nice. Okay, and then we're going to fill in this square now, and this time we're going to start with the blue and add a bit of pink because we want it to be more blue than pink when we make this purple. So that's the blue. I really should have two different water cups, but I just find that's a waste of time. Like some people like it, some people don't, so I prefer just to have one water cup. Alright, let's add this. You can see it's a little more blue this time. Oh, that turned out nicely. I like that. Okay, let's paint this square now. You can see it's not exactly like what's in the book, but as I said, that's fine. We're just experimenting, seeing what happens when we mix colors. I really like these brushes too. They're very fine and nice. Okay, there we go. So we've done the color mixing. And I think let's do a transparency one. So that's when you choose a color and then add water to it to make it lighter as it goes across. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one, the pink. I really like this pink. It's very nice. So, okay. Take some paint, and this time I'm not mixing it with water because I just want the color. You can see it's quite bright here, which is nice. So you can get it quite opaque if you want to, even though it's watercolor. I like. This is the first watercolor brand I've ever used apart from those metallic ones that I have, which I also did like a plan with me on my channel with, and I'm liking these a lot better. I find that the metallic watercolors are good for like solid things like calligraphy, but I do like the transparency of this, and you can also make it not as transparent, which is nice. Okay, so let's try adding some water to this paint. We'll take a little bit more paint and then add a little bit of water to it to make it more transparent. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, this is like my first time using watercolors, so I'm just learning along with you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. I know it's not like very exciting because we're not painting pictures or anything, but it is very important to know the basics before you go in and paint things. Alright, let's make it even more transparent now by adding more water to the paint. You can see it's like diluting it there. See? Oh, that's nice. That works very nicely. I like how you can do this and figure out like what sort of transparency and color you need for your paintings in the future. So that's good. Alright, add some more water. Maybe a little more. I want it nice and transparent this time. Okay. It's pretty good. Like I said, you need a lot of patience with this. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be good at it because I don't really have much patience when it comes to art supplies. Like I like ones that that dry quickly, like pen and stuff. The one that doesn't dry that fast that I use are the souffle pens, but those are the only ones that don't in my art supply arsenal. Okay, here we go. Even more light with this color. don't know why that one turned out so dark. I added a lot of water to it. Okay, here we go. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, shall we do one more color? So it says to do the W037 with the W019. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I like that they're all labeled too, so you can find them easily. I'm gonna have to make like a color card when I put these in the pans. Okay, so alright, we want this color. For the yellow, and since this is not dry yet, you have to be really careful not to smudge it. Okay, here we go. Nice yellow color. I find that the yellows in this are really nice, even though I said I don't like yellow in my previous video. That's only yellow gel pen because it's like a really weird color and consistency, but these yellows, if you mix them correctly, you can get a really nice skin color with them. So yeah, here we go. There's the yellow, and then we want to mix it with W019. Paintbrush is getting a little wet. You're supposed to have like a paper towel as well to dry off the brush when you need to, but I don't do that either. Maybe I should start doing that. Okay, so again, careful not to smudge what you've done already. And make sure you cap these because you don't want it to dry out. Here we go. It's a nice color too. Again, I don't usually like browns, but this one is nice. I find something really calming about just practicing this, like filling in these little squares. I guess it's like those coloring books. It just calms you and, you know, gets you in the zone and stuff. Be exciting when we actually paint a picture of something. Okay, so let's start mixing. I'm gonna mix the yellow with the brown. Start off with the yellow. Here we go. Oh, got a little too much that time. That's okay. So while we are painting, why don't you guys leave a comment below for me, letting me know if you like this video, and if you want me to do more videos like this. I was thinking of doing like a series going through this book, doing the paintings and stuff, so let me know if you're interested in that. And here we go, first mix. It's quite nice. I like seeing how the colors turn out as well, because like sometimes I'm surprised at how nice they look, because as I said, I'm a beginner and I'm not great at this yet, but hopefully I'll improve as I go along and paint things in this book. Here we go. It's nice. Okay. Mix a little bit more brown in this time with the yellow. And I really like how long these tubes last. I barely used anything so far, and I've done that whole page plus this one now. Okay, I know I shouldn't like double dip either, but I just do. Which is why I need to make my pans, so that I can just have all the colours here when I need them. Alright, let's see how this one turned out. Looks a little orangey in the book, but we'll see. It looks kind of the same. It's a little darker, I guess. Alright, there we go. So while I'm doing this, I want to talk to you guys about my birthday, which is coming up in October, and Mossery have another subscription box like this. Well, it's not really a subscription box, it's an art kit, and it's the calligraphy one, and I don't know why, but I've always been really bad at calligraphy, so I want to get the box to learn how to do it, but I'm not sure if I should or not. I don't know. Calligraphy is something that I've always struggled with, even though I do a lot of art stuff. Calligraphy is different. It's like really hard to do. I don't know why, especially if you're left-handed. I do write with both hands, but I find calligraphy is even more difficult when you're left-handed. And they say you should do the strokes from the bottom to the top instead of top to bottom when you're doing calligraphy when you're left-handed. So yeah, I do want to be able to use both hands to do calligraphy, as I use both hands to write and draw, but I don't know. Do you guys think I should get the box, or should I, this needs more brown, or should I not get it? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's paint this last little box. It's kind of hard to get it darker. The yellow's quite strong. Okay, let's see if that worked. You can see on here, it's like also quite brown still, like quite light. It's not bad though. Maybe I should be painting in the same direction as well, I don't know. I mean, when you color with colored pencil, you're supposed to do like things in the same direction, and then like when you go over it, you go over it in the other direction, and then it makes it really smooth. But I don't know about watercolor, so if anyone knows what I should be doing, please let me know. Okay, let's do another transparency with the yellow. And then I think that's enough for this video. It's already like 25 minutes long, 23 minutes long. Let me know if you like this style of filming. Oh look, I smudged it. That's okay, it was very light anyway. Okay, here's the yellow. I find that this yellow is quite easy to control as well. So there we have the yellow. If you can hear noises, it's like raining today, so you might be able to hear the raindrops. But it's a very nice day for some cozy painting. Okay, let's do the transparency. And another thing I think is very important to know is that if you make a mistake, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to freak out or anything. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're just practicing, so yeah, if you make a mistake, just move on and keep going. So here's a little bit of water added to the paint. There we go. Right, let's add some more water and dilute it some more. It's still quite pigmented, isn't it? There we go. It's a bit better. Oh, maybe that's a bit too light. Okay. Not bad. I like how you can get different values of the paint. It's not something I'm used to because I usually work in pen and it's kind of hard to do that, at least for me, because I'm not great at like shadow and light, which is why I want to order like this shadow and light book from Chapters for my birthday as well. Okay, this one's a little darker, but that's okay. We'll just like pretend that these two are swapped. Okay, so for the last one, let's make it as light as we can. Nice light yellow. Wow, you can barely see that. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so we have done some color mixing today and some transparency. Like I said, I'm a beginner, so it's not very neat or anything, and you know, the colors, like this one's darker than this one, but that's fine, and I smudged that one. It's all okay. We're learning, so it's fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's not that exciting because we weren't painting pictures or anything, but it's very, very important to go through all the basics before you start painting, because if you start painting without doing these things, then you will have no idea what you are doing and things will not work out. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna wait for this to dry before I close the book because I don't want it to like transfer over to this page or get stuck or anything. And then if you like this video, I'll keep going and do the next page. Oh, the next page actually has like pictures to paint on. So once I finish this, I will come back and make another video and we will actually paint pictures with watercolor. How exciting. All right, I hope you enjoyed this different way of filming my video today, and I will see you next time.